Okay, I'd like to start out with a quick apology to my 3 YouTube subscribers. I'm about to go on, let me see the game up here. I'm about to go on about a 2-week vacation, so this will be the last video I upload for a while. And the reason I'm commentating this replay, this is a replay against Dasnava here in Terran versus Tau, representing Carleton University as a green Protoss. And the reason I picked this game is I casted another one of Dasnava is a good friend of mine. I casted one of his games and he complained that it wasn't a very good game to cast, and he asked me to cast one where he actually played decently well, and I was going to spite him and put up more videos of him playing poorly, but then I had a change of heart and said, okay, why not cast this as my last cast before I go away to a very strange and exotic land. And it should be a good match. The setup for this match is these teams, they're both in the East Division of the CSL. Here we go. I always thought this was kind of a strange start for my my friend the Terran player, because it's on a complete wall off. He's leaving kind of an opening here, but I guess he's not worried about scouts for whatever reason. And speak of a scout, there he goes. The match is this is the map Moon Glaive, for those who don't recognize it right off. So a pretty standard opening. Protoss is going for his gateway and putting up a simulator so you can start going gas. It's quite common for Protoss players, when they know they're playing a Terran player, which of course he does in this case, to put up a cybernetics core right away and start pumping out the dragoons. So here we go. The Protoss player is now finding the Terran player, and the Terran player is squaring down here. So this is actually the fourth match in this. Sorry, I guess the fourth match in this set between Carleton and Dalhousie. And actually, when this match was played, Dalhousie was up against Carleton 2-1. See, so the Terran player left a hole right here for the Protoss player. So this is not what I would call an effective wall by any means, but that's okay. This is the game my friend wanted me to commentate, so I can make fun of him all I want. He's already got some Marines out trying to defend his front door here, and because there's not really, especially Protoss versus Terran, the beginning tends to be a little bit slow. I'm going to put this up to double speed so you can watch. So as I said, Dalhousie University, represented here by this my friend the Terran player, was already up 2-1. So if my friend wins, if Terran wins this game, they take the whole set. And this was actually earlier in the season. This was played a few months ago, so this would have actually been Dal's first official win. Both teams, actually it would have been Carleton's first official win, because prior to this game both teams were on a losing streak. The only teams they had beaten was, I believe it was Hampshire, but Hampshire was forfeiting its games. So both teams started this match with I guess maybe that was the reason for this hole, so they could squeeze his vultures out. So maybe I'm making fun of him, but perhaps it was intentional. But we can see whether or not that vulture manages to squeeze by this dragoon, which is guarding the ramp. No, but he has this undefended probe here he can take out. Is he going to retreat? No. So there you go. So I mean, a probe for a vulture, it's well, it's an okay trade if he delays this expansion going up here. Let's see if the Terran player is about to expand. Terran player is going to expand, but he's going to build his command center down here first and then fly it up. Here come the mines. I tend to play Protoss more than any other race these days, and I find playing against Terran when the Terran have, and here we go, we have a Dark Templar rush from, he's kind of hidden his tech in the back here. He also has shuttles, so maybe he's going to try, and I apologize that I was away, but you can see we just caught the tail end of the Terran player had completely defended himself by putting mines in the appropriate spot, and I think it may have been one mine or maybe 2 mines that took out both the Dark Templars at the same time. So as I said, we're watching this in double time. It means we get through it faster, but it also means there's a higher chance of missing things when they happen. Maybe we'll slow it down for this Vulture Harass. So a very good block. These Vultures, I'm sure, wanted to squeeze in and kill some probes, but a very good kind of wall positioning with, let's see, oh, that's hard. That's just what I hate as a Protoss player, when the Terran player lays his mines all over the map, and especially, well, I was going to say especially before you have your observers out. He's got one here. I wonder if he even notices he's got it there, or if he's lost it in his... Nope, he found it. Good. That's the other problem about observers, especially when you start to get old like me. It gets harder to see. You have a harder time actually spotting your units. Don't get old. My recommendation, if you want to be a good StarCraft player for a long time, is stop aging right now, and you'll be great. Unless you're 13, then you can get a little bit older. But if you're already in university, now's the time to stop aging. And there's a couple books you can find. Okay, I'm going to stop being silly. So again, not much happening, so let's speed it up. The Protoss player is sitting at 56 food, the Terran player at 52, so maybe the Protoss player has a few more units on the map, but both are doing quite well. There's good saturation of workers at both bases for the Terran player, and good saturation for the Protoss player. So right now they're on a pretty even keel. If it means anything, I used to think it meant a lot, but if it means anything, the APM of the Protoss player is a little bit higher than the Terran player, but I mean, as I said, I'm beginning to think that means less and less. Well, especially a difference of 10 probably doesn't make... If you had somebody in here who's 300 APM, then they might have an advantage over someone with 100 APM, but... So not a whole... I mean, okay, I'm not commenting on what I'm watching, so let me repeat what just happened. The Protoss player tried to send up an expansion base here, and he was denied by the Terran. And the Terran laid a bunch of mines down to spot. I'm sure it's partially to spot whether or not the Protoss player comes. And now he's sending his Vultures out to scout. So this is doing a very good job. Terran player is doing a very good job of, and he's actually going to leave a Vulture here just in case. Doing a very good job of checking for. Whoa, 2 lots and 1 goon and another goon. So that was, I guess, a total of 2 goons and 2 lots left on a couple of mines, which is really quite actually careless if you think about this, considering the fact that there's an observer right here. So it's these kinds of things that, you know, it may seem like a small thing, but, you know, you lose a unit here, you lose a unit there, and after a while, you know, Terran's got a significant advantage on you. And so now both players are going for the 3rd expansion. Terran's putting... for a second I thought that was Command Center. It's just Vultures exploring the map. So Terran's expanding here. More mines, taking everything out. Look at this. And more mines going down. So these Vultures, I think, are really paying for themselves here, because there are a lot of Protoss units getting caught on these mines.